What's going on, guys? Today I'm back with another H.A.T format replay review for you guys. If you're interested in sending in your H.A.T format replays, you can go down to the video description and find all the information on how to go about sending those in. But anyways, the match I have for you today, we have the man in black, who is going to be on Spellbook, versus Bella Figo, who is going to be on Norleras Turbo. I know every time I've shown off the Norleras Turbo deck, I know I've shown a couple different builds, but you guys really enjoy it, so this should be another great match. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Here, it looks like the man in black is going to start this one out. Opening hands, we see DD Crow, Spellbook of Secrets, Needle Sealing, Spellbook of Wisdom, and DD Crow. So having double DD Crow against the Norleras deck is very good. Also, Needle Sealing is a very interesting card to see in Spellbook, but at least I should say in the main deck. But in general, seeing Secrets and another Spellbook spell is at least decent. And on the other side, we see Destiny Hero Plasma, Trade In, Plague Spreader Zombie, Forbidden Lance, and Sky Scourge Norleras. So also not too bad of a hand on the other side, especially being able to use the trade-in right away and kind of dig into your deck a little bit more. But here the man in black will get to draw for turn, getting a copy of Justice, so very strong. Here summoning the Justice, activating Secrets, Secrets add Master. And from here, they're going to activate the Master, copy the Secrets by revealing the Wisdom, and adding a Spellbook of Fate. Not going for the Tower or anything, trying to get a bit more disruption right away. Here, after that, setting just the Needle Sealing here, and going to end phase, and activating the Justice to add a copy of High Priestess, and a copy of Secrets for follow-up. So very strong hand even now. And then on the other side, Bella Figo gets a copy of Destiny Draw, so another very good card here. Activating Destiny Draw, getting rid of the Plasma, drawing into Plague Spreader and Allure, so just going to really dig into this deck. Go Trade In, drawing into a Street Patrol and Phantom of Chaos. After that, activating Allure, drawing into Armageddon Knight and Hand Destruction. Okay, pretty cool. Banishing the Arma Knight, activating Hand Destruction. Here, the man in black is going to get rid of the Spellbook of Fate and the Spellbook of Wisdom, and on the other side, they got rid of the Street Patrol and Plague Spreader, which makes sense, you know, wanting to get those engraved right away. After that, the man in black is going to draw into Spellbook of Secrets and a copy of Blue Boy, so really good there. And on the other side, they get a copy of Upstart Goblin and Trade In, so this turn is going to keep digging a bit deeper here. Upstart into Rhoda. That's a very good card here, activating the Rhoda. Searching a copy of Dark Grepher, which can at minimum get this Plague Spreader out of hand. Activating the Grepher, ditching the Plague Spreader, sending a copy of Mally. After that, activating the Street Patrol to special summon the Phantom of Chaos. And here, DD Crow's going to be chained to the summon and banish that Norleras. Not going to let that resolve, definitely not. That card is, you know, really scary when it goes off, being able to send all cards on the field and hand to the graveyard, and then the player who used it gets to draw a card, putting them up in advantage, especially here when the Mally and Plague Spreaders are in graveyards, so you definitely want to shut that down. From here, the Mally is going to activate to summon another one from deck. After that, Plague Spreader is going to put back, I believe, I may have missed what that was that the trade-in, putting that on top. From here, it looks like, oh, on summon, that Needle Sealing is going to come in clutch, being able to go and activate that and just blow out this board. The Lance is chained to keep the Plague Spreader around, and then Mally can then use its effect. Oh, they're thinking on res, actually, of the Needle Sealing. They are going to use the second DD Crow to banish the Mally, and Bella Figo is going to scoop that one up. Unfortunately, that hand was just so good, having that double DD Crow, as I mentioned. But here, Bella Figo will get to start this one out. Opening hands, we see Tower, Blue Boy, Power, Blue Boy, Secrets. Pretty decent hand here. No hand traps this time, so if Bella Figo can go off, it will be uninterrupted. And on the other side, we see Upstart, Plague Spreader, Forbidden Lance, Hand Destruction, and Mally. So really good to see that Hand Destruction with, you know, your two main grave effects that you want. And here they do get to draw for turn, getting the Phantom of Chaos, so now they just have to dig and get to that copy of Norleras. They're going to activate Upstart, getting Foolish, and basically they have the combo now. So let's just see it play out here. Foolish for the Norleras, summon the Phantom of Chaos, and I guess they don't even need the Hand Destruction really, because this is going to do it. They're going to activate 1,000, copy the Norleras, and everything is going to get sent to the graveyard here. and they draw into a copy of Destiny Draw. Not the greatest there, but here they are going to be able to at least put up a board because they can use the Plague Spreader to put back the Destiny Draw, use the Mally, banish itself to summon another Mally, and they can go here and Synchro Summon, this time going for a copy of Void Ogre Dragon, banishing the Mally, and summoning another Mally just as a defender there. Here, the man in black draws into a Spellbook Library of the Crescent, which they can't activate because of all these Spellbook spells engraved, and they are just going to pass. Here, Bellafigo gets a copy of Trade-In. They're going to set it, switch the Mally to attack, and go Battle Phase, doing 3,800, which is pretty solid. Here, the man in black gets a copy of Wisdom. Just going to have to pass again. The Trade-In is drawn, pushing in for more damage here, and the man in black's really going to need something. Getting a Needle Ceiling is not going to do it, so we are already on to a game number 3. This time the man in black will get to start this one out. Opening hands, we see Spellbook of Fate, Tower, Bottomless, Soul Drain, and Library of the Crescent. Having that Crescent is very strong, especially they're going to need a Spellbook monster, so ideally, you know, getting into something like a Secrets or something. Though I will also say this Soul Drain is very strong against a deck that's very reliant on the graveyard, such as this Norleras deck. On the other side, we do see Lance, Trade-In, Phantom of Chaos, Summoner Monk, and Armageddon Knight. So also a pretty solid hand. It's really going to come down to their draw as well. But we will see here the man in black gets to draw, getting a copy of Master. So really now they just need a Spellbook, or I guess Spellcaster in general. So here activating Crescent, revealing Secrets, Power, and Eternity. And unfortunately they get the Power, so they're just going to have to set 2 back row. And over to Bellafigo, who gets an Allure, which is very good here, summoning the Summoner Monk, activating the effect. It gets switched to defense, pitching the Trade-In to summon a copy of Grepher. After that, the Grepher is going to get Bottomless there. They're actually thinking maybe going to use that Lance, which they are, because then they can at least go into something like a Lavalval Chain or something. But here the Dark Grepher pitches the Armageddon Knight, sending the copy of Norleras, which then they can go for Lavalval Chain to probably send Street Patrol here, which they are, and right on the resolution of that Soul Drain is going to activate, preventing Bellafigo from activating monster effects in Graveyard, as well as their banished effects. So not being able to use that Street Patrol to get this Phantom of Chaos, which buys them minimally a turn here. And let's see what they do. Just going to Battle Phase and attacking in with Lavalval Chain, and really, honestly, like, one good draw from the man in black can completely turn this game around. They're definitely not out of it, but, you know, Spellbook of Wisdom is not the card they need here. Over to Bellafigo, who gets a copy of Destiny Draw now. And they're going to summon the Phantom of Chaos, using it to banish the Norleras. And, it looks like actually they're going to use the Lavalval Chain first, and then activate the Phantom of Chaos here. And after that, using, maybe not? Are they just using this to copy? Let me see. Your opponent takes no battle damage from attacks involving this card. Once per turn, you can target one effect monster in your graveyard, banish that target, and if you do, until the end phase of this card's name and the original becomes that monster's. So, they were just using it to banish, but they're not using the Norleras effect yet. So after that, they are going for the Allure, probably just trying to fill their grave with as many darks as possible, maybe getting into like a Plague Spreader or something, just so that once the Soul Drain leaves, they have more plays they can do. So anyways, from here, you know, the Allure unfortunately got into no darks there, so they just send their whole hand, and now it is time for the Phantom of Chaos, aka the Norleras here, to use its effect. Everything gets sent. Bellafigo draws into the Plague Spreader, so that is at least something. Over to the man in black, who gets a copy of Spellbook of Secrets. That is finally something good. It would have been nice, you know, the last turn, but minimally they can go for a blue boy here, and I would assume you'd want to go for Tower, which they are, just so you can get the resource loop in and attacking for a bit of damage. After that, over to Bellafigo, who gets a copy of Mally. Okay, so they are going to normal the Plague Spreader, banish the Mally to summon a copy of Mally. After that, they are going to Synchro Summon into a copy of Beals. Okay, and then use the Plague Spreader in Graveyard to put back the other Mally, which is, you know, always nice being able to recycle that, to summon the Plague Spreader. Now they can use the Mally again and go for another level 8 Synchro. And they are on double Beals, and the man in black only has 5,200. So it looks like they were going for the third Mally there, but they already had enough damage on board. And Bellafigo is going to take this with the Norleras Turbo deck. 3 very fast games, but honestly, really cool to see this deck go. It did what it needed to. A little unfortunate there from the Spellbook deck here that they just couldn't get into Engine until the Norleras had already resolved. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like on it, comment any questions or videos you want to see in the future, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell to get notified anytime I put a new video out, share this video with your friends, and as always, make sure to go down to the video description to find out how you can send in your hat format replays, whether you won or lost, or if you thought, the deck you played or your opponent played was pretty cool, feel free to send it in. I'm sure a lot of people watching would love to see it. And anyways, guys, I will see you in the next video.